Welcome back to Vchannel. Today we will continue with the series, Building Automation with N8N. After you can choose the solution from cloud to self-host, running on a personal computer or the public internet, and so on. We've got the N8N interface here. Now, we're going to start looking at the details. Here, we will have a word flow or flow. That's the flow for us to handle. It'll start with the nodes here. And brothers, after building the workflow, you can also save it, or you can import it. We can download WordFlow to save or import through the path URL or through the file. For example, I have workflow files. It will put in HA. Then, for example, we have a simple workflow. We will have nodes. Here's one by one to handle the flow of work. Start the workflow. The first node is trigger. That's the first condition. Let our flow. It works HA. It can be activated by we're going to click. Or we can make an appointment now. Or the event that we fill out the customer form. Complete the form and start running. Or when we get a text message. The following articles will guide you. It's got a lot of trigger to activate. Start running our highway. For what purpose we need? Well, on the right, we'll have a plus button here. This allows us to add more. These are the nodes we'll have here. There will be some trigger for us to choose from. The first is the sticker manually, and this is it. That means it'll trigger it to run. When we click on it, click this button here, test workflow. Next up is the app on event. That means we'll attach it to apps. Apps like Telegram, Google Sheets, Notion, Airtable, etc. The software, the external application, it has certain events. It will activate for the workflow work. What is the meaning of the app on event? Next is on the schedule, is a timer that runs by day by hour, or every day. If we want it to run, it will trigger automatically. Works right, and now that repeats. Next is on the webhook. From API is application programming interface. It'll actively call us through the link, the N8N system. It'll provide that link. These are external applications. It will activate our word flow through the link. It's called webhook call. This is very good and very often used. Then on form submission. This means that when you fill out the form, we'll enable word flow to work or execute another workflow. When the word flow is different, it creates the data that comes in here. Then it will work. We use it in the case of the work we need to do. There are many workflows connected to each other. We use this trigger. From this word flow, it generates something. It goes through another workflow. We will use connecting information together for processing. On chat message, when the user sends a message, it will activate the activity. This is other way. In other ways, in case the workflow fails, the file has changed something. There are other ways to activate workflow. We'll choose here. It includes the email, or there's a mistake. Something event of N8N, SSE, the event of the server. If it is sent, we will choose here and there. This is all the trigger we have. It's up to us. It's our job. We'll choose the right trigger. Beside, if we have just met here, it will be 5 more nodes. To make these nodes, the first is action and app. You know, it's a tool. It's used to connect applications together. There are hundreds of thousands of applications out there. We're going to put the apps together to do the work we need. Then this nodes, it's going to help put those apps together. Yes, we can search up here, such as Google Sheet. I usually use it more than it is better. Basero and Facebook. Gmail, Drivel, and so on. There's thousands of applications out there, so that we can come together. The next one is when the data is already then here. We can handle it. Data we can filter. We can erase. We can customize and repair the data. Then we're going to need data transformation. It's data transformation. Yes, each platform. It's going to have different formats. We need to transform the data that we have, the right format to push those platforms. This node here, it's going to help us do that. Next we have node flow. For simple applications, it could be just one line. That's it. For more complex applications, we need forks like this to handle. Under certain conditions, then we're going to need this flow to filter data by condition. 2 if fork data according to condition. To loop skim data separation. Or merge the data. Separate sub-workflow. Stop error. Separate independent data or standby stop time. This is the flow. They help us do those things. In the following, I will guide you to create bots. The function is to write articles for our website. Let's give it the keyword. It will write based on. By keyword we give it the link. To write articles. From the original article, it'll slit. To write an article, follow the link. Or in the case of creating processing streams, for those customers, if you provide an address, how will it be handled? Customers who have no address, it will branch out. How to handle it? Next we'll go to the core node. These are the fundamental nodes. To do this, click through the core, such as code. Then we can use Java code or Python to handle the work. You can be assured that now we have AI. It can help us write code. Very good. You don't have to write like you used to. We just need to describe the work we need to do. Request whatever language it writes in. It will write. The current accuracy is very high. Next, we have a HTTP request. We're going to make a note. Request for data to be processed. Next is webhook. I will also guide you. It's a website that people use very often. It's going to help us connect to the web. To handle the job, it'll get the information or provide the information down here to extract into flow of contraction. Data transfer. The form stops doing nothing. Feedback to web sucks or is waiting for work. And then eventually we'll have advanced AI. This is great, guys. We will need to use it later. Lately, you know who. It's grown extremely powerful. It's perfecting. It's evolving at an incredibly fast rate. We're going to use it to do our jobs. Then this node, it's going to be able to help us do that. We're going to put data into these AIs. Let it give the result. Continue the next workflow. It can help us to combine. There's a lot of AI platforms, such as Option AI Chat, LLM, Gemini by Google, and so on. Lately is DeepSeek, which one provide API we can put into this node to do our job. More intelligent. When they create a workflow, I'll turn it on here to active, so that it will start activating the flow we operate. So, we've gone through the basics. An interface, then the next post. And then we're going to choose to deploy from basic advanced. I will guide you. Thank you for following my clip. Remember to subscribe to your YouTube channel to watch the news, technology knowledge, as well as technology product reviews. Goodbye and see you later.